Hi, it is CYP, and I am back. And you know what I want to do today? I want to show you guys a little test. And the reason I'm making a test is because I have found that white sucks in cheap paint. It just really sucks. You are not getting good coverage. You're having to do like 5 coats. It's frustrating to me. So in the making of my barn quilt, which I still haven't shown you guys the completed one, I am like 6 layers in and I'm not even covering up the pencil. So it sucks and it shouldn't. So am I still okay? Everything's might be crooked, I don't care. So I decided to show you guys all of the different paints. I did shake them up off camera. I opened them all off camera, and now I'm just gonna come in and I am literally gonna just put a dot of paint. And then I am going to paint across. As I would normally paint across. Making sure I've got paint across. That's 1 layer. And I will let you guys see what it looks like when it dries. So this is Dollar Tree. That is the normal acrylic paint that you get there. These are the little tubes I got at the Dollar General. And again, just showing what one smear of actual painting would look like. See how translucent they are? Yes, they are. And then I went to Walmart, which I didn't show you guys, and I bought white paints. Just white paints. I didn't buy anything else. White paints. And so I bought, I believe the apple barrel was like 58 cents. I mean, it was way cheap. So, but again, I mean, this is 2 ounces. This is, I've said how many ounces it is before. 6. So, you know. And I'm just trying to get it to, the paint to smooch across like I would normally be painting it. Next, I'm gonna show you the folk art. I got this multi-surface satin one. It's in titanium white. These are all acrylic paints, again. But I did want to get the multi-surface. So it's supposed to paint everything. And I don't remember how much that was. None of these paints were over $3. How's that? The most expensive was this one. Okay. Next is this. Was in the more painty paint section, if that makes any sense. It was like 2 something. It's 4 ounces. It's called Essentials with a lowercase e. And we'll put it there. Ooh, and I globbed out a lot. So like this was, the other ones were more in the craft section, and this one was more in the, with the paint canvases and stuff. And it is more, I don't know if you can see, but I am getting more peaky action out of it. So there's that, but you can see going over, and these are Sharpie. And I did that intentionally because I knew I wouldn't smear with the Sharpie, because the Sharpie is a different, it shouldn't smuts. Sharpies don't dissolve in water. How's that? I'm like, I don't know the correct term. Actually, you know what? I did a little more than I would normally. Okay. And then this is the folk art, which I've already got folk art up here, which is white. And this one is a metallic folk art. So just in case we want to see what the metallic does. It's a pearl color. It's very pretty. Ooh, pretty. And let's see if the metallic has better coverage. And there you go. I will go back through and I will kind of just make sure I've got some that show what it looks like if I actually just glopped it and went through like that. So if I was doing some sort of palette knife work or whatever, what it would look like. Should I do more? You know what? Let me actually do a little more. Let's make this test really testy. Oops. I almost put the wrong one on top of the wrong one. Okay, there we go. Full glop, full glop. We'll do a full glop. Yep, this is apple barrel. My hands are filled with paint now. And I think this is the thickest. And we're just gonna let this dry, and you guys can look at it later and see how it did. If I was fancy smancy, I might time lapse it or something, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to. And there's my test. And you can see so much translucence. So when I'm trying to paint something white over another color, I can't just do it once. I'm having to go back through multiple times and do that. So yeah. And so you can see also already how this is filling in the crack. This is not filling in the crack because it's thicker. This is filling in the crack. This one is not as filling in the crack. This one's definitely not filling in the crack and is keeping its like shape. And then this one just completely filled in. So yeah, that is, and I don't think, do anything different other than, you know, like just smear it through. So fun times, you get to see a test of cheap paint. And perhaps, maybe someday, I will go and buy more expensive paint. But for right now, I wanted to make it like very hobby accessible. Cause like I know if I go out and I buy like a $20 white paint, one, I'm gonna be like, why the hell did I just do that? And two, like people, I don't know, like when I first start a hobby, I don't want to invest in $1 zillion worth of stuff, but I want something that's gonna work. And so I'm thinking that if I was gonna actually buy some white paint again, it might be this one. If I were to start over from the beginning. Because this one I think is actually going to be the winner. And it was 4 ounces, and I believe it was like $2.97 at my Walmart. And it definitely has the gloppy glop ability. And I actually, maybe I'll, here, maybe I'll take you down and show you what I'm talking about. So you can see all of these have flattened out. And then this one, like, it did not flatten. Like, everybody else no longer has their, like, point. Their Sharpies. Their sharpness. They've just kind of blobbed out into a puddle. But this one, if you were wanting to do something with, like, palette knives and, like, really, like, glop something on, this would be your paint. So, I'm thinking if you want a glop, that's your glop paint. And maybe you don't want a glop. Maybe you want something runny. So, you know, we'll see how this does. And I think I am completely wasting you guys' time. 11 minutes to paint 6 smears. Yeah, good job.